That's how I feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling.
Coming up, the Jags and Colts face off for the first time this season. They split the series each of the last 3 years, with Jacksonville's lone win in 2020 coming against Indy. It's Week 10, and it's next on EA Sports.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive. And at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And I just don't think there's any way to overhype Trevor Lawrence's impact at Clemson. How about these amazing numbers? Over 10,000 yards passing in his 3 seasons as a starter. A 90-17 touchdown interception ratio. And he even ran for 18 scores. Not to mention, won a national championship as a freshman and made the college football playoffs his other 2 seasons.
2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here's Rodgers on the return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts getting ready to take over for the first time, and you're going to look at their 6-year quarterback in his first season wearing the horseshoe. It's Carson Wentz.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get your and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Diving is Hilton. He's got it. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 97 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team. So I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball, deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
On third down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not a tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, it's Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop it was Darius Leonard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Lawrence on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 1, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Wentz gonna throw. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Let's go, boys.
So we've reached halftime here with a... And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go,
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's
To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 22. Wentz now on first down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That's going to be caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Still shedding tackles. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stop your body. Check 24. Check 24. Check 37. Check 37. Check out.
Now Wentz. Back to the same target, Campbell. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First and 10, Taylor now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
On first down, it's Taylor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Mike, whoa. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Rodgers. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now Wentz and the Colts offense. Down 15-14. A little over 50 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 99. Check 99.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Back to throw, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wentz to throw. This is caught by Hilton. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
First down, Jaguars.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.